updates as they become available. As we have mentioned multiple times, and I will mention again because it's very important that we be honest and transparent with all of you and with parents and loved ones who are concerned about they've got students who are away at school or they have someone who works at Brown. We're not done yet. And so while we have no other victims at this time that we're aware of, it is possible. And so it's very important that we say that this is preliminary information, that we know that there is a minimum of 8 victims in the hospital at this time, but it is all subject to change, and when those changes or if those changes occur, we will be sure to share them with you.
Commander, one more question. Are you confident it's just one individual that was...
That's the information we have now.
Do you want to give the call?
272-1111 or 272-3121.
As I mentioned, we expect to be providing additional updates throughout the evening. If you're not on our press list, please see Josh. Raise your hand. Please see Josh to make sure you get on the press list.
That's the update.
That's where we will notify folks about additional availabilities throughout the evening. As we have more information, we will share it. Thank you very much.
Will there be more press conferences there here?
We expect there will be, yes.
Okay, so that's the press conference. I've got a little update for you on
Hello, everybody out there. My name is Matron Jade, and welcome to the broadcast. Now, today, I'm alive on YouTube today. Okay, we've got our connection going. We're working on connection issues, everybody. Okay, this is I don't stream for you guys. I make clips for you guys. Okay, but I had to today. This is too much. Yeah. So let me make sure I can see everybody in the chat. I'm gonna test that on out. All right, then I should be able to see you guys' chats now. 1 second to check the sound quality. This is my first time going live using OBS here. Give me a second. We're going to get rocking. All right, we're good to go. Welcome, everybody, to the broadcast. Thank you for those of you who have joined and are watching. I have dedicated my afternoon to live footage and coverage of the most recent tragedy here that has happened today, and it's terrible because to get, in my opinion, some of the same rhetoric that we just heard most recently involving Utah's university, that's a lot. It just seems like it's a lot going on. It's also finals week, which was good. The campus should have been primarily empty for finals week, except for those, who are left to clean up their tests and things of that nature. But it's just the idea. We're at that point, guys. We're at that point. You're a college student. You can't even go to school at all without having to worry about dealing with these incidences. And then what's worse, as the average citizen, you can't even expect that you're going to get a real answer or a conclusion or an honest investigation about these things half of the time. So it's a lot. It's a lot, I will say. Okay, it's a lot going on there. But what we're going to do, we're going to do some live journalism today, guys. Okay, you're going to see it live in action. That's how we're going to do it. We are going to bring you the live footage and coverage. I am also listening to Ian Carroll right now give coverage. We're going to pop in there with him because none of this is paid for. I am not monetized. None of those things matter to me, so it's no qualms, okay? I want to get the information out. I want the footage out. I want the stories out. We are going to do some 100% live investigation journalism right now, okay? We're going to check Twitter feeds. We're going to go look for on-the-ground footage of what's going on locally in the community. I also have a scanner here that I am going to do my best to tune as close as I can to the department nearest that is serving Brown University so we can get some actual live in-depth, you know what I'm saying? A little snoop from the back corner because as of right now, this was 2.5 hours ago. Just to recap, 20 people injured so far. We don't have that confirmed. 8 people in the hospital so far. Again, we don't have that confirmed. The shooter was apprehended and then gone, and then they apprehended him again. Again, we don't even have that confirmed. A lot of information has changed in the last 2.5 hours, unfortunately. And then we also have 2 speculated as passed, which again, we do not have those confirmed. So a big thing I want to do is confirm some of this information for you guys, show you guys some footage. If you have any information, you're on the ground, you know anything about this, then let us know. Pop in, let us know what's going on. And I am just sorry for everybody in the community right now that has to deal with this. I am mournful for the parents and the loved ones and the relatives that have to deal with this. If there are people, in fact, deceased, that is a lot. And on top of that, a Sunday at college when you're just trying to go fulfill your obligation, duties, goals, and responsibilities and self-character building for yourself on a Sunday quietly, and now have to face these horrible consequences from someone else's actions. I just can't honestly imagine it. And as a millennial, as an OG millennial, like we grew up with a lot of these things. These are not things that we want to see in our community. So I appreciate your support. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get started. If you have any questions, make sure to pop them in the chat. I do have the chat open so I can see everything you guys are saying. And with that being said, let's go.
These helicopters, they're 2 flight patterns. One is circling, and the other one came in late and is doing a more erratic kind of pattern. Helicopters Inc. versus U.S. Helicopters Inc. Okay, so actually those are 2 different companies. U.S. Helicopters Inc. Is a news helicopter service. I'll look into this other one. Seems regular. There's no weird patterns or traffic at any of the other airports here, not at Quonset down below, down here, or at Rhode Island. Regular. Not seeing any weird planes. There's some regular jetliners flying over top. Helicopters Inc. Also a news helicopter. Electronic news gathering operators over the scene. Yeah. So both of these helicopters, I think, preliminarily, they both look like they're news helicopters. So that's all regular. So let's see what Agenda Free TV has to say after the press conference here.
Article condition in the shooting at Brown University today. The suspect is not in custody. So give me a moment here, guys. But the suspect is not in custody.
Okay. Chat's asking, is it confirmed that Candace said big things would happen in the second week of December? Yes, but that tweet was taken out of context because she was tweeting back at Laura Loomer, who had posted a whole bunch of slop about 9/11 and about false flags coming and all this shit. And Candace was just responding to Laura Loomer in that tweet, is my memory of it. So don't read too much into it.
Hey, it's the queen of AI's clone. She's not here right now.
Yeah, she ain't here right now because she's in jail, damn thief. Listen, so that just helped us get a little bit more. Okay, so the suspect is still on the loose. Now, with that being said, I'm about to go look myself. We'll keep Ian on.
But
Keep him in the
It
background.
is false flag season. It is definitely a good time to be thoughtful and aware, to have your eyes out,
Oh,
your ears
let me turn my
open,
screen on.
your thinking caps on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Operations received. Do you need any more out of there? Negative.
Damn, his chat is going crazy over there.
They just said it. So a person, I guess, maybe had some shrapnel wound on her back or wounds on her back, and she was in the building at the time of the shooting, I guess. So we just heard that on the scanner. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes with a shooting, you can have people who realize they're injured afterwards.
Rescue 8. What side are you on? We're on the G Pascal side.
And we still just have 2 helicopters.
So again,
over the
we
scene.
just heard about a victim who apparently got some sort of shrapnel injury, I think, on her back, and she was at the original location of the shooting,
If it's
but just got
lost.
reported.
If it's a shooting, I should get shrapnel.
Yeah, as our viewer Jewish Pickle said, there could be more people.
Jewish
injured.
Pickle.
It sometimes does happen that people, discover that they might have been injured in a shooting after. Especially it could be a graze wound or something. Some people, our viewers, are talking about adrenaline. Maybe people just
bullet
rush
fragments?
out of there and don't
Bro,
notice.
save bullet fragments.
I see a helicopter that might be coming over from Boston right now, but it's hard to say if it's coming to Rhode Island or not.
Hot mess.
But there's no weird planes in the vicinity at all. They're all just passenger planes
Let me read this real quick.
and 2 news helicopters.
Authorities said they have detained a person of interest after a gunman opened fire inside a building at Brown University, killing at least 2 students and injuring 9 others. The latest shooting to rock a U.S. college campus this year. NBC News and The Washington Post, citing officials briefed on the investigation, reported the person of interest as Benjamin Erickson. USA Today has not independently verified that report. Erickson, 24, has not been charged, and he has not been named as a suspect in the shooting. Erickson's possible connection to Brown University was also not immediately clear. Providence Police Chief Colonel Oscar Perez was guarded while giving an update during a noon press conference, saying that was today. Just want you to know, I'm gonna get rid of these ads. That was today. Saying that while the investigation was progressing extremely fast, he was unwilling to share any of the information that may jeopardize future prosecution. He confirmed only that the suspect was in his 20s. Meanwhile, while the shelter-in-place order lifted around the Brown University campus early Sunday morning, the university's final exams have been canceled, and various businesses around the city remain closed. A vigil-type event will be held at Lippert Park in Providence at 5 p.m. on December 14th, said Providence Mayor Brett Smiley, who had originally been intended as a tree and menorah lighting, will be repurposed to remember the shooting victims. Follow along for the latest updates. So, if you are in that area, you've got about an hour to head on over to Providence and show your support in Rhode Island for those who have fallen. Let's get back to the reporting. Excuse me. Okay. Now, again, guys, remember, I'm new to OBS. I gotta set up some hotkeys and some more stuff. I don't use and stream on YouTube normally. I haven't said anything all year. I haven't said anything. It's been a lot going on, quite honestly, but this is kind of like the tipping point for me is how do we have somebody else do this in a few month period? They still haven't caught the person immediately. They still don't have anything confirmed. They saying they got a bunch of cameras and footage, but no actual proof of anything. It's a lot to fathom.